I want your toes straight up towards the ceiling. So don't let your leg rotate in or out. And you're going to try and lift your right leg. If it's too heavy, put your hands under your tailbone. It might help a little bit. Hand palms facing down. And you're going to lift you're still laying flat, your right leg lifts, and you're going to get a cramp possibly in your quadricep. Put the right leg down. And then you lift the left leg. Legs are out to the side. Take your legs as wide as you can. Ah. Yeah, and then you notice your gluteus medius. Can you feel that? Don't turn your legs out. Keep your, oh, Jesus. Sorry. The wider your legs go, the more you feel it on the outside of the hip. And then you lift right leg and then lift left leg, but try not to turn the toes out. Everybody wants to turn the toes out. Why? Because then you lift with a different muscle. And if you can keep your toes straight up or turned in a little bit, then life gets a little more interesting. I don't always need my life to be interesting, but when I do, I turn my toes in. Alternating sides. And then, oh, I just made this up. This isn't even in the book. It's a good one. Oh. But we're running energy on the outside of the leg. The wider the legs are, the more energy runs. Into the weaker muscle on the outside of the hip. Almost everyone is weak there. All right, 3. I'm getting hot. 2. And I haven't done much. And then 1, rest down again. Long, deep breaths. Notice the energy in the legs. When you notice the energy, this is when you start to include yourself, connect with everyone. Because if you think that you are worse than someone or better than someone or different than someone, or you think that someone else is worse or better than different than you, then you are disconnecting and you're hurting yourself. You are causing yourself pain. All right, we're kind of going to stay here. You can have your hands still under your tailbone if you want. Makes it a little easier. This time you're going to lift your right leg. Toes are going to still stray straight up towards the ceiling if you can. And then you're going to bend your knee and bring it into your chest as close as you can get it. And then straighten it back out again and lower it down. And then lift left leg. Your legs are as wide as you can get them. Bend the knee, bring it into your chest, and take it out again. Bend the knee. Try not to turn the toes out too far. If I turn the toes out, it's a different flavor. Turn your toes up or in. Then you feel the muscle on the outside of the hip, gluteus medius. That's what's mostly weak. If it's way too easy, just don't put your heels back down and float your legs. So you can do that too. Three, 2, last one. Oh, man. Rest down for a few breaths. Notice the sensation of energy, tingling, warmth that you feel. Allow it to be there. One more time. We're not doing a lot. I just want you to take your legs out as wide as you can now with your toes facing up. And it's awkward and attractive. Don't look, just close your eyes. Your legs are out as wide as they can. And you may start to shake. You know, just the body reacts to it because it's like, whoa, this is actually not very comfortable. And what's happening here? But the shaking is the energy channels are trying to run energy, and there's not enough energy channels open. So you start to shake. That's what shaking is. Now you can, if your legs are out far enough, you probably won't be able to lift them. But I want you to just turn on the muscles as if you're going to lift your legs. And if they're out far enough, you probably won't lift. I actually don't even want you to lift them. I want your legs to be out so far that you can't lift them, but you are turned, you're on, trying to lift. Your toes are straight up in the air. And you are having the time of your life. And you're so excited to be here now. Beautiful. Try to lift one more time. The legs. Oh, jeez. And then rest down. And see where your legs want to go. If they want to stay there for a minute, let them stay there. If they want to pull in, let them pull in. All right. Let's everybody pull the knees up into the belly. Hold on. We're not done. I'm going to do something. Do you know cow head pose when you're sitting? Sort of looks like that. But what we're going to do is your legs are going to be straight up in the air. This isn't easy to do without falling over. Your right knee crosses over your left. Your knees, not your ankles. So make sure that your knee crosses over your left. And you're going to reach up with your hands. And my right hand is going to take the foot straight on top of it, which is the left. My left hand grabs my right foot, which is right up, straight up. And you grab the opposite foot or ankle. Okay? So you cross your knees, but you pull your feet up towards your head. You pull your feet up towards your head. You can kind of relax your head back down if you can. And then, here's the exciting part. This isn't a super fast class, but it's interesting. It's a very spicy class. Now, your feet, you're going to pull your feet down towards the floor. Oh, but keep your feet up close to your head and your shoulders as you're pulling them down towards the floor. Look at it. Breathe. Long, deep breaths. Relax the face. A little more open. Keep the feet active, so you're not just pulling on the tops of your feet. Don't overstretch your ankles. All right, and then you're going to release, and the legs and the arms go straight up in the air. Okay. Hand palms face each other. Let's just rest with the arms and legs straight up in the air for a few breaths. Watch energy. So what happens when the energy really starts running well and the energy channels are open, you don't cramp as much, you don't get as many, detox effects, so you don't have headaches and nausea and anger and fear and all this other stuff comes up, because that happens. When that all clears, the energy holds you. And so you can stay there a really long time without effort. But we do the poses to break through those blockages so that we can stay for a long time supported. We're going to do the other side. Left knee crosses over right. Arms go straight up. Right hand grabs left foot. Left hand grabs right foot. And pull your feet up towards your head and shoulders. Don't overstretch your ankles. Make sure the feet stay flexed. And then pull. Pull your feet down towards the ground, up as high as you can get them towards your head, and take long, deep breaths. Keep breathing. Keep your feet up. Just a few more breaths. 3, 2, 1. Arms and legs straight up in the air again. Notice the energy. Relax the face. And so what happens when you do yoga? And sometimes, I don't know, you feel a rush of heat or you feel emotion or something comes up. These are blockages that are leaving. You should be so grateful when that happens, but you can't force it to happen either. Stay for a little bit longer. Slowly allow your legs to come down, give yourself a hug.